Hello everyone, I'm back and we are going to get into a hip and glute yoga session. It's going to go for around 20-25 minutes. You'll see that I've actually got my runners on for this session. You totally don't need to. I've just got some foot stuff going on and I just get a little bit more stability when I'm in my runners, so that's why I've got them on. But this session is all about hips, hip stabilizers, glutes. All three major glute muscles will be hopefully activated and worked on quite a bit, and hopefully you'll notice them tomorrow. We all know how much this area, in addition to our core, is super important for our running, riding and swimming. Like I'm sure all of us, we can all improve on our glute strength to help prevent posterior chain issues and just keep us super strong and getting through those sessions well. So let's get straight into it. We're going to just start off with a little bit of hip mobility work just to engage and loosen up those hips. So you've seen it before. We're going to do hip rotations, lifting up your right leg, moving it out to the right, pointing your knee down and coming back to your left knee, and then raise it up to hip height, out, down, just nice little circles. Two more in the clockwise direction, and then we'll move anti-clockwise, back and around. This is also really obviously great for your balance, something that again as triathletes we don't practice enough to incorporate stabilizing muscles and so forth. And joints. Two more. And two. Down. Left leg. In line with your hips, you don't want it too high. Out. Pointing down your knee, back to your other knee. Lift up. Out. You want to try and keep your hips stable as well. That's tricky without making them move so much. Two more. One more. And then other way. Last one. We're really trying to ground through that right foot and back. Excellent. Just twist a little here, get a little bit warmed up. If you're really cold, then I would suggest you actually pause the video now for a bit and do a few star jumps or just running on the spot just to warm yourself up a little bit, because we are going to be moving straight into it. Come down onto the floor to cat-cow, just moving and releasing that spine a little bit. Inhale, look to the sky. Exhale, really pull your belly button through to your spine. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, and the inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale, and then wiggle your butt around. In yoga we call this disco cat, disco dog. Just get that fluid moving around your hip joints. From side to side, you can even get into more like a plank position and over to the right and left. Okay, I'm going to move straight into some real glute activation here, but it'll turn into more strengthening because we're going to go longer than what you would usually do if you were just activating your glutes prior to a session. So staying on your hands and knees, and we want to bend your right knee so it's in line with your hip. We're simply going to raise your heel to the ceiling. One. Really focus on using your glute muscles here to lift your leg and not so much your hamstring. Try and keep the pressure in your hands even. You're not like leaning to either side more. Okay, we're staying on this leg. 3, 2, 1. Straighten it out to a lengthen, like full lengthen out your right leg. I'm going to simply lift that for 15 reps. We're going to keep coming back to these 4 exercises 3 times, so your glutes will be really firing by the end of it. Okay, from here, I want you to point your toes out to the right, and we're going to take our leg around to the side, so it's sort of in line with your right shoulder. Five to go. Then we're going to do this, but with a bent knee, and we're going to try and reach our knee to our shoulder. 1, and at the same time, we're going to use our tummy muscles, or your side core, your obliques, to help pull that in. So it's not only getting your bum, but it's also getting your obliques. 8. 3, squeeze. 2, remember your bum, and 1. Excellent. Take your right foot on the outside of your right hand. Here we go again, one of my favorite exercises, poses. Runner's lunge. Left hand directly under your left shoulder, right hand on your right knee, and just giving a little bit of a push out gently. You can come on your knife blade edge of your right foot and your knife blade edge of your left foot on the left side. Just working it in there a little bit, feeling it in your right glute. Great, come back to center. Bring your right foot into the center of your mat. Lift up, and we're going to do some lift and lowers. Left knee down, up, 2. Moving slightly quickly here. Feeling in the back of that right hamstring. Be also giving your right glute a little bit of time off. 3, 2, 1. Now we're going to come swivel around, so we're in a forward fold, hands on your hips, legs pretty much straight with a little bend, forward fold. Hang here for a couple of seconds. Knee, feet pointing directly ahead of you. Then slowly come up. Then we're going to move over into our Skandasana. So our weight goes into our right leg, bum sticks out in this one, and then we're going to go from right to left. So stick it out, then coming over to our left. 2. Really pushing your bum out here and keeping your chest forward. We don't want to be bending down too much. Using your tummy muscles to keep you up. Hands out in front of you or on your hips. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to stay low, feet out, pointing in about a 45-degree angle. We're coming up to goddess pose. Stay down low. You're going to hold here using your glutes. Want your hips to tuck under a little bit here. We don't want our bum sticking out too much here, not like in the Skandasana. Hips under. We want to see that belt, remember? Your lower abdominal muscles. Keep your arms out if you wish, or on your hips or thighs, just gently. And we're going to gently pulse for 15. Relax through the shoulders. Nice elongated spine. Head to the ceiling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. From here, we're going up on our toes. And 15. 2. A little bit trickier. Hang in there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift and lowers. 1. Staying down low, but lowering and raising your heels. 5, 4. Stay down there. 3, 2, 1. Release. Lengthen through your legs. Toes pointing forward. Release. Let your neck drop. Give it a bit of a swivel around. And then make your way to downward facing dog. Pedal it out a bit. Downward facing dog to high plank. Knees on the ground. Here we go on your left side. Left leg, 45-degree angle, shooting it up. Think about that left glute doing all the work. Squeeze it. 5, 1. And lengthen the leg out long. Lifts and lowers. Trying to keep this pelvis stable. Not going too fast, not going too slow in this. We want to get some cardiovascular benefit, but we also want to really make sure we're engaging those muscles. Okay, then out to the side. Five more. And last one. And then bend your knee and into the shoulder. Squeeze. Push. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring it up to your left hand. Left hand side runner's lunge out on the knife blade edge of your left foot. Giving a bit of a floss out after that hard work. Great, now bring it back to center. Lift and lowers. Don't forget to breathe during this. Still engaging your tummy muscles to help you. It's a nice little flossing and releasing exercise here. Also good for the hip flexors a little bit on that right hand side. Give it a bit of a stretch as you're down with the knee on the ground. 2 and 1. Now we're going to go into the Skandasana again. So starting on your left side, but we'll go back and forth so it doesn't really matter. Remember, bum straight out from either side. 15. Bum, bum. Think about engaging it all the time. Push it out. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Forward fold. Take a breath, hands on your hips, coming up, feet 45 degrees into a nice little wide squat, and we're pulsing. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Up on your toes, pulse. 5, 2, 1. Lift and lowers. Calf muscles here, bums on fire. 4, 5, 6, 7. 5 more. And 5. Wonderful. Forward fold again. Coming back to the center on all fours. We're going to go right leg, bent knee, raise. Two, 1, lengthen out the leg. 1. And out to the side. 2. 5 more. And then bend your knee into the shoulder. 2. 'Push it back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Left side now. Straight into it. 1. 10. 5, 3, 1. Lengthen. 1. 10. 2, 1. Out to the side. Nearly there. 2. 10. 5, 3, 2, 1. Maybe I did 5 extra on then. Sorry. Knees in. 2. Push out. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 5. Great. Righty, come back to downward facing dog for me. Pedal it out a little bit. I'm going to keep going though. Right leg lifts. Drive it into your right elbow and back. Left elbow, back. Right elbow, back. Left elbow, back. Right, left. 4 more. Right, left, right, left, right, and left. Then bring it right on in through. Raise up to crescent lunge, inhale. Sink a little bit lower. Okay, feel that left hip flexor stretching. We want to make sure that we've got that bum tucked under. We're going to hands at our heart center. Bring your left knee up to about 45 degrees. We're going to do a curtsy squat over to our left or our right side. You can either do like a lunge squat, or if you want to keep your left leg off the ground, make it a little bit trickier, you can. Squat and then up, pushing really down through that right leg. We're going to twist, right elbow, left knee. Curtsy squat or lunge. The beauty of this type of squat is that it's engaging different muscles to the regular squats, yeah, or lunges. Really important to mix it up and do a variety of lunges and squats, so wide-legged squats, keep going. Wide-legged squats like this, compared to doing these ones all the time, instead of just straight-legged lunges. It's good to mix it up. You're probably around 12, 13, 14, and 15. And bring your left leg to the ground. Pull yourself or relax yourself down into a low squat here. Just rocking side to side a little bit. And then come back up. Inhale, hands to the sky. Forward fold. Feel the stretch in your hamstrings. Halfway lift, inhale. Back to high plank. And left leg to the left elbow. Back. Right elbow. Back. Feel free to do this with your right knee on the ground. Totally fine. 6 to go. 2 and 1. And then we're going to bring it all the way through for a high lunge inhale. Right leg up. Curtsy squat. Or side lunge. So curtsy squat, we've got our right leg off the floor, all the weight down into that left leg and left glute. Twist. Okay, last one. Excellent. Raise your hands, forward fold, halfway lift, back to high plank, through chaturanga, upward facing dog inhale, downward facing dog, right leg to the sky inhale, straight through to crescent lunge again. We're going to do that again on each side, and then we're nearly finished, just about there. Left knee, 45 degrees, curtsy squat over to your right, or a lunge. Ten, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to go straight into the left side now. 1, 5 to go. Keeping your focus on that left leg and that glute, both glutes. 2 and 1. Excellent. Stand in Tadasana here. Connect yourself with that racing heart. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Back to plank. Through vinyasa. And downward facing dog. Right leg to the sky. I'm coming through to pigeon. So right knee just behind your right wrist. Ultimately, we want to get our leg parallel to the top of the mat. But, I mean, when I do that, I'm totally all open and not doing justice for the pose. Not doing it right at all. So, to enable me to hit the target muscle groups, I pull that in a fair bit or down. So my hips are straight-ish. Ultimately, we want that right glute on the ground, but it's very tricky. Just as long as you can feel that right glute having a nice little stretch there. Bring yourself down onto your elbows. Great work. I am sweating. Maybe it's a bit too hot in here, but my heart rate did stay up a bit there. But the key is to not just about getting the heart rate up, it is about concentrating on really being mindful of that muscle or those muscle groups in and around the hips and the bum. So make sure they're working. Okay, come up for me a bit. We're going to do a double pigeon. This is hilarious. Mine used to be much better than what it is now, doing more running and riding. Look how high I am. For most, see people that do a lot of yoga and have they have really good hip flexibility, their knee will be down here. I'm like, I'm gonna hold forearm away. It used to be much further down, but this is double pigeon. And if you're up like this, that's totally fine. I can feel it beautifully stretching out my glutes here. Have a bit of a wiggle if you want. I find that quite nice. It gets into the spots that are tighter for me. So we want our left foot on top of our right knee here. And ultimately our shin should be kissing, but mine are far from it. Okay, from here, we're going to legs out in front of us. Then we're going to simply put our right foot over our left knee. We're going to do a little twist, left arm to the sky, and move around to your right. From here, we're going to keep our left foot where it is and our right leg back, and then we're finding ourselves in the position of a pigeon on the left-hand side. And come down a little bit here. Take your breath to the hips. Send your energy to that area. As you breathe out, think of that muscle relaxing. Bring your right leg around, right leg over your left knee. Here we are in double pigeon. Again, this right knee ultimately should be further down near my left foot, but it's not, and that's totally okay. See how far away it is? That's fine. I can still feel a really great stretch, even through my left sort of adductor area and so forth on my left side, my left outer quad. From here, your right foot next to, sorry, other way around. Legs straight out. Then your left leg over, or your left foot over your right knee. We're going to do a little twist here, raising up. Twist around. So we should feel a nice stretch coming again through that left side. Right, and then we're going to just do a nice little butterfly. Bring your feet together at your soles of your feet together into butterfly. A little bit of up and down with your knees, side to side. Often we're really tight too in the adductors. I know I am. They don't get worked enough, as in released enough. There you go. Hopefully you feel your bum tomorrow. Have a great night.